All right, we're fucking live. Welcome to lunch. I thought about playing sober PUBG today, but I thought about it, and what I really want to do is play more Final Fantasy VI with it being really fucking difficult. So, uh, let's get right into this. All right, here we go. So this is the fucking site. We've seen this before, and I didn't realize how this worked until after I had been soft locked and then played it again and all this shit. Every little tiny bit about this randomizer can be customized, and very much so. And previously, I just set the preset and rolled on my way thinking that's all there was. I did not see all this shit. There's a lot of shit here. You can even put in custom graphics. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to put custom graphics because it would make me sick to see my own picture in there or basically anything else. I want to play Final Fantasy VI. It's the whole fucking point. I'm doing it. There's no way to make it Japanese. That is what I really want to do. I've got this new controller. I want to use it. And I also thought about playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night because they did a bunch of patchwork on that shit too. But ultimately, I mean, you can't hide from the truth. I want to fucking play a really, really fucking difficult version of this. So, what do we need to do to make this difficult? We need to go through every fucking one of these settings, and I need to make it defeatable, but I also need to make this shit hard. So, what I don't want to do is character gating. Fuck that. That is too confusing. I don't know how they set this thing up, and that's not how we're going to make it difficult. We're going to make it difficult by changing the way that they multiply the enemy health and power as you get bigger, because it was too fucking easy to level up. Obviously, I mean that's for the speed runs and stuff. I understand that, but that's not why I'm playing this. I'm not playing this to race. I'm playing it so I can play some Final Fantasy that requires me to put some thought into what I'm doing. Because I could fucking walk through that game vanilla with my damn eyes closed. And as hard as it was to get a game that was playable last time, it was pretty easy once I got it going. So this should make it really hard. One of the things we're going to have to do is change the number of characters required and such. And so there's 14 total. And increasing these requirements will in turn increase the fucking ultimate health of these enemies and strength of these enemies. The way this works, it doesn't, unfortunately, and I wish it did or had an option to do this, but it doesn't lock these enemies in based on your level. So you could be like level 99 and still be fighting level 20 enemies. And the reason why that is because they lock it into how much of these things you get. So if we want hard enemies, we have to require that I get all this shit. Because otherwise they aren't going to be hard. I could just grind and it'd be done. I could still probably grind and it'll be done. Some randomizers, not this one, will fucking go in there and based on your level, it will just set the level of the boss or the enemy that you're fighting, and then you just gotta deal with that. But in this case, this is the thing that multiplies it. You'll see that later. So I figure I don't want to require everything because that will take forever, but I do want to require more, and especially more on the character side of things so that I get full parties going in at the end. And I think that setting this about midway, 4 dragons, 14. And shit, I could do all the dragons. They don't even fucking randomize the positions of the dragons. I know where all the fucking dragons are. So make all the dragons required. That'll definitely increase the difficulty by quite a bit because every dragon I get's going to add to that multiplier. And then with these fucking espers, I mean, there's so many magicite. I don't want to be fucking going around every goddamn thing. So I'm going to leave a couple of characters. Well, we should literally lower the character requirement. I'll probably get more just because, but this is way more beefy than the requirement before, and I'm gonna do some simple math, and we may come back and adjust this part. But anyway, Moving on here, there's a lot of settings here, so this is all I'm gonna be doing. If you don't want to be fucking seeing me fuck around with settings, then this is not the stream for you today. But all right, start character is gonna be random, no Gogo or Amaro. We're starting with two characters. I am okay with that. I always want to start naked. I want to start without the average character. Everybody starts at level Dick. That's important. Uh, of course, Amaro should be able to equip shit. And character stats. So this random between the originals. That's fine if they randomize the stats. I don't care about that. Um, fast sword tech, whatever. Again, no, everybody shouldn't learn sword tech. I don't care about bum rush last, or if everybody learns blitzes. I don't even use blitz that much, so it doesn't matter. Um, I don't want the fucking commands to be randomized. Uh, I don't want any of this X magic. That should be a relic that you get. I don't want to fuck with that. The start lures are fine. The magic points are fine. Everyone should learn lore in this fucking thing. Everyone should learn rages. I don't want to deal with fucking Velt. Dances. That's fine. Yeah, everybody learns the dances too. No stumble is fantastic. Stumble is lame. Alright, so all that is looking good here. Moving on to battle, and this is where things really are going to be different. Oh, we're going hard mode, motherfucker. That's what this is all about. So I did show this briefly before you got in here. This fucking randomizer, instead of basing the enemy strength on your level, bases it on how many of these requirements you've met. So you could be level like 50, and uh, it, see, it's progress times 2. Oh, there's more. There's game time as well. Oh, there is fucking party highest level. Oh, interesting. Now I've got decisions to make. I was gonna be like, okay, well we're doing progress times 3, and we're gonna make the progress be an insane amount. I was gonna just make all this progress required, but now that you can do it by level, enemy scaling, party highest level, enemy ability scale element, max scale level. Definitely you should scale. So if I scale it by the party's highest level, it will scale their level, but it's not going to multiply it even more. I want the fucking. I mean, I don't know which is going to be better, honestly. Highest level or progress times 3. So I did progress times 2, and what that would do at the end of this whole thing, you've got all this times 2. It's not that much, actually, when you think about it. That'd be 25 plus 8 is fucking 33. 33 times 2 is level 66. By this time, I'm glad you like these fucking Final Fantasy streams. I'm sorry that this is just me setting the bitch up, but I am gonna do it again with the hard mode. But I'm thinking, what is harder is the question here. Is it harder to go with highest level, which we did not do before? We did progress times 2, or progress times 3, or game time times 4? What the fuck is that? Like, that's gonna encourage you to go fast. If I sit there and drink beer, though, I'm gonna be in impossible land before you know it. So I don't know if time's the way to go. None is stupid. But that would mean also that all the enemies are their original horrifying uh, amounts, which could also be extraordinarily difficult too. Like, I encounter like goddess or some shit at the beginning. That's a block. I can't get by that till I figure out a way to get past it. It may soft lock me. So I don't like being soft locked. That sucks. So which one to do? I'm leaning toward progress times 3. I want a progress times 5 or some shit. And then we've got the max scale level 2. I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean that the oh, extra enemy levels. Oh, I'm liking this. Okay, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to fucking go with party highest level, which we did not do before. And it could be very difficult, which is why we're going to do it. I think that's what we're going to do. But we want the extra enemy levels on there on top of that. The max scale level should be 99, of course. And extra enemy levels, like I say, adding 10 extra enemy levels to the highest level would really make this a fucking hard game. Maybe too hard for me. Again, this is all uh, a fucking work in progress. And it's not going to save my settings either, which is fucking lame, but whatever. I mean, they don't even. For all the bullshit in this goddamn earth that makes me try to create a fucking account, where I don't want to make an account. Like, if I want to download a motherfucking form for a bill of sales, they want me to fucking make an account. If I want to fucking read the goddamn news, they want me to make a fucking account. Every goddamn thing on the motherfucking earth wants me to make an account with another goddamn password. It makes me want to fucking punch someone. But the one time I want a fucking account so it'll save my goddamn settings, and it should be optional. There's no motherfucking way to do that. So I'm stuck trying to remember that shit. It is going to be so brutal, but it's going to be fun as fuck. I'm going to need to solve problems. This is going to be a motherfucking problem-solving experience that I haven't had a problem-solving experience with a Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy 15, and that was pretty easy. I'm not going to lie. So, uh, this will bring me back to my childhood when I didn't understand what the fuck I was supposed to do a little bit, but I do know everything about all these enemies. So it'll be interesting to try to like exploit every weakness and shit that we need to in order to get through this shit. Um, so I don't want to mix the bosses and the dragons. The boss battles absolutely should be shuffled. The Poon Baba 3 is always there because the character pickup is here. So I'm cool with Poon Baba 3 sitting where they are. That's fine. Because Poon Baba 3 ends up giving you a character. That's why. You end up getting your shit blown off the map, and then Terra comes in, and fucking saves the day, morphs, and doesn't actually lose her morph in that particular battle. So, like, whoever they randomize the character to be, I want them to be in that spot. Otherwise, I won't know where the fuck they are. Normalize and distort stats. Normalize lower boss stats and apply random distortion. That sounds fucking stupid. Boss experience, of course. No undead. No, they should stay undead. Alright. We're not fucking with the core mechanics of most of this shit. Doomgaze, no escape. Correct. Rexol, no zinger. I'm fine with that. Magimaster, no Ultima. That soft locked me before. That is a soft lock if they have Ultima, but also it's a legit soft lock. I gotta save. I'm taking that off. Magimaster's got Ultima. That's how it works. Oh, Bite Binge. Shit. You want in this motherfucker? You want to talk while we set this shit? Have you ever played this game? It doesn't matter if you have or not. We've got a good hour. I'm gonna pop you on there if I can do. I mean, there's no reason not to call you, so I'm gonna fucking call. If you answer, you answer. Let's get the Discord rolling. I've got it rolling on my phone today. Oh, by the way, it's fucking tax day today. If you haven't done your taxes, you're gonna be fucked if you don't do that. So make sure you fucking do that. Obviously, if you don't owe the government money, you won't be fucked. You just won't get any money. But if you do owe the government money, they will fucking charge you interest and penalties starting tomorrow. So don't let that go. Obviously, I'm done, or I wouldn't be telling you about this shit. Bite Binge, are you there? I see.
Yeah,
Excellent. Hold on, let me pop you out.
natural lighting and everything. Look at this.
I
Look
know,
at this
it's
naturally
insane.
lit room.
You are at home. That is fantastic. Let me get you out. There you go. And I'll put you where you belong. And then I'm going to try to bring you on in here. Now, this is my randomizer setup, so you are not in your normal spot.
Close the door. I'll be right
Uh,
back.
so I'm going to get you in there. Uh, this one will work. I'll just recreate it. Uh, the window is going to be Bite Binge. Nope, that's not Bite Binge. This one's Bite Binge. That is way too much Bite Binge for my poor viewers to consume right there. We're gonna have to bring it down. Fucking scale it back. You don't need them seeing your fucking pores and shit. Alright, there we go. Might as well small myself up too. Again, this is my randomizer setup, so that Picture's big because I don't have a lot of space over on the right side, but we'll put you on that motherfucking thing. I mean, right now, this is just a duo stream where I configure the, I'm just going to configure the randomizer to be the most brutal experience that I can have, and then I'm going to have that experience with you guys. That's what's going to happen. That's what I've been wanting to do during the week, and I'm going to have this week, I think, to stream, unlike the last few. So, should be good. I may miss one, but I don't think I'm going to miss any this week. I think I'm going to be set. So, anywho, that's Bite Binge. He's right over here. He's gonna really appreciate the fact that I am cropping him so professionally here. Let's finish professionally cropping Bite Binge. This is the extent. I fucking, I made a mistake with that. I can't get that window to come out now. I've put him in the ether. There he is. So we need there. This is the only cropping he gets. That's the cropping that he gets. All right, he's there. You can see him. He's all his bite glory. He's not muted either. He's just trying to fucking act like he's muted, but he ain't fucking muted. God damn it, Bite. You fucking get. You're too big for. You're larger than life, Bite. You're larger than life. All right, let me go back to
this frame is larger than life that you could freaking crop easily. But
well, yeah, but like
normally I don't need to do this
we're not,
in my frame. You know what I mean? Like I don't normally need to be able to do this.
What we're looking at here is not like we're not really looking at something that needs that. There's not a bunch of action they're gonna miss because that you're a little bigger. That's why I'm a little bigger too here. So experience multiplier and stuff that's necessary because I mean we're not trying to make this long. That doesn't make it hard. You got rubbing alcohol. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Is that for cleaning games?
Of course it is.
Of course, that's what I thought.
Just now you have my whole table over here. See?
Nice. Well, you might as well show off your whipped cream and
Ooh.
your Barbasol or whatever the fuck you've got going on
Dustin can.
over there. I don't know. Oh, let me add the with Bite Binge on here onto the little stream thing. It's always
GoTech drive shell, which I've removed the actual drive from. Exciting. All the stuff over here.
All right, there we go. See, that's how much I care. I went ahead and updated the stream title so that now we can go through all these menus. So
now people are gonna pour in.
We won't be able to handle the traffic. I guarantee it. So anyway, Rexol, no zinger, fine. No, we're gonna let Magimaster have Ultima and let him soft lock me if we have to. But I'm gonna save on multiple slots and be smarter than that. Random encounters absolutely shuffled. Fixed encounters should be random as well. Boss percent.
Wartol's asking if we're doing a retro stream. I assume maybe he meant now, but maybe he means
not
later.
Now. I mean, well, no. Final Fantasy VI is retro. That's why he was wondering if I was going to get in the Final Fantasy VI. But I'm actually just setting up the randomizer so that it's super difficult. We might play a little at the end if we get it done. So there's just a lot of options on this. Escapable, random, no. The reason I don't want this random is because then I'll be able to escape unescapable bosses, and that is the entire, like, I want to be able, the bosses should stop you in your tracks, and if you can't beat them, you need to fucking deal with it. So I'm making it more difficult by actually not randomizing escapable, because otherwise, like, I could run away from Doomgaze or whatever, and meanwhile, like, some leafer will end up not being able to be run away from. So, oh, yeah, not now. No, it's the middle of a fucking workday. I've only got an hour, and I'm sure that Bite's got to work too. So in the end,
unfortunately, no. My contract got suspended.
Oh shit! Suspended?
Yeah.
How long?
No, well, technically they're just gonna offboard me for now.
Ah,
so
shit.
Yep, sucks.
That does suck. Well,
good for the streaming audience. It means I have more time to stream, though.
Back to the drawing board again. You could try to build that business you've got restoring stuff. That's been making you a small amount of money anyway. But yeah, that's too bad because you were so...
Yeah, I mean, I could spend all day and fix like a few things and make a couple $100 on each thing. That's not that bad.
If you would have gotten through, you would have been so set up. It's really too bad. But again, with every fucking...
Oh, it had nothing to do with... I just want to mention, it just had to do with a financial thing with the... had nothing to do with like a trial period of my performance. It was just that the client hadn't paid for April, and they're trying to they've been working into May with good faith that they were going to settle on a budget for April and the upcoming months, and they still hadn't settled, and they just kept complaining about being 10,000 over budget, and they weren't going to settle anything, and the discussions were ongoing and ongoing to the point where I was offboarded as a result. Had nothing to do with like a trial period ending and them
Mm.
deciding not to go with me. It really had to do with the client not paying the money to the contracting house.
I thought you were your own contracting house in this case. Not the case this time?
No, it's business to business. So
Right.
I am a contracting house working with a contracting house, which is working with another contracting house,
Oh,
which
fuck's
is working
sake.
working with a.
Fuck's sake. I hate that shit. I was in a daisy chain of contracting houses once. That shit gets so convoluted and wrong. Like, I think that there should be a limit of one chain in the contract house chain. You shouldn't be able to contract to a contract to a contract. It's even worse when one of them's like offshore and has fucked up laws. Like it I was actually technically working for a Bangalore company that was working for a Japanese company that was working for like a company based out of Los Angeles that was working for a real company. So it was jacked up. But anyway, fuck all of
Well,
that. That's stupid. So
yeah. Anyway, I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it was literally just the fact that they weren't fucking paying.
well, I mean, you shouldn't work for free. That's what Los Angeles is all about.
Well,
That's why I
here's
left.
the thing: is like they kept paying me, meaning my contract house was paying me, even though the PO wasn't settled, and they weren't willing to keep doing that for so long.
Okay, so I see. Your end company wasn't paying one of the chain people.
Correct. That is
What
correct.
that see that kind of shit. That's the major problem. It's one of the major problems, which is the instability of fucking contract houses, and also the fact that they treat people like shit. Because the more chain there is, the less they have to do anything, like give you a holiday or whatever. So it's just a bunch of bullshit. All right. So anyway, back to the task at hand here. Espers, spells, shuffle, fine with me. Bonuses, yeah, shuffle the bonuses too. Magic point, don't care. Equipable, all characters should be able to cast magic. Multi summon, no. Alright, over to natural magic. Um, I'm gonna give Tara her natural magic back. I don't know what value setting fucking natural magic to non-natural people.
But
But
anyway, Warchol is asking when we're going to play couch co-op again. I guess like when we played Saturn in N64.
well, I mean, what I need to do is invite you here, obviously, and now couch
That
co-op.
works.
Because you just had me. I mean, it's a lot of trouble. I mean, we just messed up your house. We tore it up. We have there. I'm sure you spent the next week getting the shit stains off the wall. But anyway, yeah, next time you gotta come over here. So I don't know when you've got time, but I've got time coming up. So
Well, I just told you I have a lot of free time
oh
now.
yeah, that's right. You got so much fucking free time. You could even come over on a weekday. I didn't even think about that, but I don't have time on the weekdays because of you. But yeah, we can definitely have you and Gretchen as well if she's willing to sit there. Now, again, I don't know how she feels about sitting there playing with Yoon for a couple hours while we're doing this shit. If she's bored, she don't have to come. Same with the way Kaio bailed after we started streaming too. Just we could have her over before and she could whatever you want to do. But anyway, um, yeah, let's. I have to go over it with Kaio, but let's plan on either this weekend or next weekend. We'll
But yeah,
invite
but
you
the
over
couch
there.
stuff is fun. Like I thought, like Die Hard was fun to play, right?
Oh God, the
For
whole thing
instance.
that I had a great time. The only problem was that I couldn't get wasted because I had already gotten so wasted before and I needed to cool off. So that that's the only part that really sucks about doing couch co-op. And again, uh, your invitation to sleep over was there. Mine's there too. You could
Well,
obviously
supposedly
do that.
co-op. You didn't cooperate very well for the first session of Die Hard.
No, I
You
mean,
just shot me over and
well, I
over.
mean, that's part of cooperation, right? I mean, you would take a bullet for me. Obviously, you did take several bullets. So that's
No, it's for you,
that's
not from you. The expression is take
that's
a bullet for you, not a bullet from you.
yeah, but that was
As
that was
you're
for my that was
misinterpreting
for my
you're
pleasure.
misinterpreting that phrase.
So, yeah, who cares about these randomized things here? Menu indicator, add indicator to status menu. Add indicator to status menu for. No, I don't need a menu indicator because it's Terra and Celis. We already know what that is. So, Items. All right. It's not too much. We're not starting with any money. We do start with Moogle charms. Otherwise this is going to be ridiculous. Inventory shuffle plus random. Hmm? I thought we were starting with no items. We're starting naked. It doesn't matter. So, oh, the shop inventory, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely. We want random shit. We want random prices. We definitely want half price on the selling. Dried meat. This is just so you can get Gao, I think. No priceless items. Assign values to items which normally sell for 1 gold. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I don't want to. No breakable rods. I don't want any of that. Everything should be as the game intended it for the most part. Equipable items. Equipable plus random. I want everybody to be able to equip whatever the fuck they want to do, but I guess we could.
I'm a wizard. I can only wear cloth.
Yeah, I mean, last time we could
Always
just.
annoyed me. Why can't a wizard wear chainmail? Come on.
Everybody's going to be able to equip whatever they want to equip. All right, so that's a little bit easier, but that's not what I want to be hard. Cursed Shield Battles, 1 to 32. That sounds reasonable. Uh, Moogle Charm, all characters should definitely be able to equip that, but they already can anyway. Yep, all weapons should enable that. Chests, shuffle, and random. Yes, random percent. What do you mean random percent? The fuck is a percent? They're all what is shuffle plus random? Okay, whatever. And I do want to shuffle those fucking monsters in the box. Here's where things get crazy. I could put BYTEBINGE in this game if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I could put him. What have you ever played Final Fantasy 6? This is gonna make me
I think
bail.
only briefly. I never got very far.
So okay, uh, can you identify with any of these characters? I'm gonna have to make you one of them. Like who do you identify with the most?
The
I'm
green
thinking
hair guy.
I'm thinking this guy right here. But the green hair guy, Gao, for
Yeah,
real?
Gal. Yeah. Yeah. There we
All right,
go.
that's what we'll do. All right, so
His
let's.
belly button is showing because he's got a big stomach. His shirt doesn't even cover his stomach all the way. Look at that. You see?
Right. Now I don't know how this is done. So if it's too hard, I'm not gonna do it. But we're gonna see if we can import.
See, I look at that as like you see that little spot over his pants before his shirt begins. I look at that as his stomach sticking out. So
I can't see a place to
let's.
upload files here. So maybe I'm just not
Oh,
gonna fuck with this.
Seltzer is also a good character. I feel like I'm just like Seltzer.
Yeah, Setzer's pretty. He's definitely got the look going.
He's like he
I
his
still think though, like from
philosophy.
a physical standpoint, I'd say Umaro's probably
What?
the closest to you. But I mean, from a philosophical standpoint, yes, gambling all your money away on things like buying retro games, it sounds very much
What?
like what you would do.
Hey,
All right,
my
so
collection I will is 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 an investment,
I
and it will
understand that that's
buy me
exactly just
a
like
jet
he
one
feels
day.
that his airship is an investment and his gambling. So, oh man, Kingdom Hearts randomizer. I've never played Kingdom Hearts off console. I didn't. I would imagine that that wouldn't run very smoothly. But hey, if I ever mod a fucking PS4 like so that I can hack it around and stuff, I will consider doing that. But I'm just afraid I can't deal with the jankness of a PS4 emulator. That's too much. Auction house. Randomized items is fine. No Shikobu airship. Door Esper hint. Door NPC. If there's Espers are in the auction house? Oh, now I did not know that. Yeah, please give me that fucking hint. No Chocobo airship. Unbuyable talking. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Right. Opponents. Random rewards, visible. I want all of them, not original. Random. I want all of them visible. I don't want secret rewards. And, yep. And by secret, I mean when you try to fight the guy in the Coliseum, the reward shows question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm already gonna not save scum, so I at least want to know what I'm fighting for. No Moogle charms for challenge. No Moogle charms will not appear in the Coliseum chess events. That's really not a challenge at all, especially considering I start with 3 of them. No free Paladin shields. No Ultima. No auto sprint. That's cool. I'm cool with the original names. What the fuck? The RNG table gets randomized? What the fuck difference does that make? Nobody's gonna even be able to tell. In If you didn't know, random numbers in computer programs are not technically random. What they do is they load a big table with an algorithm in it, and then what they do is slip like a seed depending on some spot in your memory, like into that equation and spit a bunch of numbers out. So this thing has its own thing, and it's saying that it's going to change that. I don't know how that even fucking works. It won't make a difference. Event timers,
I'm just realizing that real Dr. Tran mentioned that I'm a gardener.
you are
So
what?
I was thinking before, like after my garden actually gets fully grown in like a month and a half or
Go to the
whatever.
farmer's market and sell that shit.
No, I'm saying you should do a precursor video for put in your mouth where we could go check out some of the vegetables or whatever we're going to use in the dish that are right there still on the vine or on the plant. Whether it's eggplant or tomato or lettuce, whatever.
Okay, so we're back to choosing the ROM file again. We know where it is, so that's good. We're going to see how bad this is. Maybe we can even start it up. I've got 20 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. But it's too bad. I saw some streamers who were playing this before use custom images for these fucking
Character sprites?
yeah, for the characters and the character sprites and all that. And I even have some of those from back when I was making RPG Maker games and stuff. I have even sprite sets that I made of myself with Bex bottles instead of
Oh man,
swords.
you could have used it. That's too bad.
I just didn't know. I couldn't see how to do it. So don't worry about that. I was going to put your ugly ass face on Setzer or someone instead, since I already have your icon and all that made up. I could have just thrown that on there. All right, this has got to be it. Final Fantasy 3U 1.0 exclamation point. Open. And
Hush.
I'm
Double
not
O
open.
Nine's arrived. Hello, Hush.
Yo, Hush. We're about to generate that ROM. It's about to get downloaded deep into my download directory, I hope. There it is. It's not in my download directory. It's in WinRAR. I'll pop that out, just like your mama popped you out. And we just need to put this into the...
Is the fact that I was born from my mama somehow an insult? I don't really.
No, it's not an insult. It's
Okay,
just it's a fact. Your mom popped
just a
your ass
fact.
out of there. Just like that. It sounded like a motherfucking cork coming out of a bottle.
I
I mean,
don't recall
you plugged her up
flying
pretty
across the
good too,
room.
if I fucking recall.
What was
Because
that?
I said you fucking plugged her up pretty good, as I recall. Now that's an insult.
Well, the insult is that they thought I was twins because I was so big.
Did they really?
Yeah, they told my mom that because
How do you
it was the
fuck
first
that
time.
up?
What?
How does the
Well, maybe.
doctor fuck that up? Like that doesn't even make sense.
Well, this is like back in the very early days of ultrasound. Apparently, they thought maybe I ate the other one. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I ate my twin. I don't know what I did. Because you know that happens.
You ate your twin. That does not happen.
Maybe.
No, I mean
Yet.
you consumed your twin through your umbilical cord. That's what you're saying that you did. If so, fucking commends all around from me.
All I know is the doctors told my mom that I was twins, and she was very upset about that because I was. She didn't. She did not want to have more than
Oh my,
one baby in
I
this
would have been
instance.
upset about that too. That would have been fucking traumatizing. So they said that Yuna was a boy. They were wrong about her. I can see how they screwed that up because I mean there was just some shit in there that looked like a dick, and that happens. You know, it was just a bunch of shit. It wasn't on her or attached to her body at all.
You gotta fix your game. It's not full screen. It's Windows.
I'm aware of exactly what's going on. I need to first connect my controller. That is the first order of business.
Fine.
And then the second order of business is to deal with the game. Because right now I'm on display mode. You're just seeing what my computer is showing at the moment. What the fuck?
Good.
See, this weekend I let Yoon play Mario Maker with Grandma and Grandpa, which, I mean, that's a great thing, but Oh, here it is. It's not even the right controller. That's the Switch controller there. This thing is this fucking thing. Yeah, it's just hanging out there. Like whatever that thing was that the doctor mistook for a dong when they gendered Yoon first. But you can imagine how fucking traumatizing it was for me, just like your mother. When I thought I was gonna have a dude. That'd be difficult to deal with. Alright, so, anyway, we need to switch this shit up here, so I'm gonna do what we need to do here. First, goodbye to that. Now see how it's all nice? And then we'll put you over here instead of the counter thing. I'll deal with the counter thing on my own. There is a checklist image for this, yes. And, I mean, I can pull that up, but then we're just going to let BYTEBINGE be on top of it. I might as well pull it up. Forgot what that thing's called. Emo tracker, that's what it's called. By the way, if you ever want to put one of those things on your stream or use one for yourself, it's called emo tracker. And it tracks people like BYTEBINGE who run around fucking listening to goth music but not going all the way goth. So that's what it does. Anyway, it's there. It's currently set to the wrong game, so I'll put that on there and I'll get it enabled. Alright, what game do we want to do? Settings. Installed packages. Final Fantasy VI. Worlds Collide. Oh, there's an item tracker and a map tracker for this fucking thing? There's tons of trackers. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm going to do the gated tracker because that's the one that I don't understand at all. It's the one that has all the shit on it. There we go. Start out with 2 fucking dudes. Now I just need to fucking get that window enabled and we should be set. Yeah, it's gonna be snazzier. I actually think for now, because Byte's here, it's just gonna make it look shitty if I put that on there, but I have it open so I can track what's going on. Alright, will the controller work? Come on. You can do it. Son of a bitch. I think I need to restart it. Because the controller wasn't hooked up when I started the thing, and it's a very sensitive fucking emulator. Yeah, I'm good. Now I've got the controller rolling. Alright, we now have gameplay, and this is going to... Look at the requirements are in. We've got our hash. So this is going to be hard, I think. I hope so. The first, I start out with Mog. That's awesome. And Setzer once again still. And as expected, I'm naked, and we're starting at level 8 and 3, apparently. Kind beginning for the level there. So let's go. Let's start finding some fucking items then, I guess. Just to get an idea of how hard this is, let's just fight the treasure box guy in here and see how bad it is. I'm hoping it's very bad. That's the idea. And remember, it shouldn't be that. It should be level 18 is what this fucking thing should be. Whatever it is. And we're level 8. So, can it be done? We have no items. It's a PM stalker. I just want to see. This is just a litmus test on how bad this is. Yep, that's gonna be 0. Alright, this is gonna be hard. That's what I thought. So
all I do a recruiter. I talk to multiple recruiters a day now.
Oh, that's good. So the Tesla's not happening then, I'm guessing.
No, sir. It appears that will probably not be happening. The only best thing I could do, I mean, it's just I can't now.
I mean,
But
if you end up with a job where you have to go to Atlanta, it's going to be necessary. If you're not going to Atlanta, then why the fuck would you even have one, honestly? I don't have a Tesla. If I was going to Atlanta, I sure as fuck would have one, but other than that, I'm not getting one of those. I don't need one. Alright, so, by the way, already solved that chest. All we need to do is get 4 Phoenix Downs, and we can fucking, dumpster those things. So, that's the kind of problem solving that we need to do in this, though. How much money did I start out with? Fucking fuck all is what I've got for money. So I really do need to go to chests. That's what needs to happen. Well, let's get this fucking place cleaned out first. But we're definitely going to dumpster those PM stalkers with some Phoenix Downs as soon as I get some. Yeah, no death magic. Alright. All there really is in here. Down to the house that Love built. Fuck off. Yes. Good. Haste immediately. Armor. Some very crucial items coming in here. I don't remember if this fucking... One of these days, I'm gonna have all this shit memorized by the end of all this. Alright, it's nothing here. Alright, we could go fuck with that guy right now, but we're not gonna do that yet. The Kefka fight's up there and all that. We need more items. Let's go check what they've got for sale in this hoe. We do have Phoenix Down immediately available. I could possibly even sell one of these things. And, I think I will sell that for 1,200 and buy these Phoenix Down. I want to get a magic site or two first before I start leveling up, because, you know, how that is. Okay, so what we ended up doing is we set the way that the enemies scale in this to equal to the highest person in your party's level plus 10, which means no matter how big we are, the enemy's always going to be 10 levels higher than us, and they are always going to be 10 levels higher than the very best one we've got. So it should require a lot of problem solving to deal with the enemies, I hope. And if I find that it's too easy, we're just going to go back in and do the same thing, but we'll put plus 20 or some shit. Alright. Let's go to the fucking treasure trove over here. Get that done. Basically, your starting items are just whatever you can fucking pull out of all these free chests. Alright, what are we doing? I need that Moogle charm on this Moogle. There we go. Should prevent any fucking disaster from happening here. We're going the wrong way. Fucking bitches. Alright. 2 secret items in here are in the stove and down at the bottom where you can't see it. There's a ton of chests. Anti-zombie, another $12,000, a sneak ring. All the stealing I think is randomized in this too. Flame shield, potion. That soul saver is very good. That gets you your magic points back if you need them. Crystal? Crystal what?
Can I sell you on purchasing a Tesla, real Dr. Tran?
Sword.
Are you in financial means where you could buy a Tesla?
Do you need to drive a lot? Do you have a shitty commute? That's the reason. If you are commuting to work a fucking long way, or to whatever you're doing if it's not work. Did I get the fucking secret shit I talked about? I don't think I got it. That was not worth it, and... Oh, that was worth everything. My favorite armor, actually.
A sales pitch for a Tesla? I mean, you could get cheaper EV vehicles, and you can get tax credits on, I think, even still the Nissan Leaf, newer ones. But I
The
mean, with the
Nissan Leaf
Tesla,
is a fantastic vehicle, but the Teslas drive farther, and they also take away a lot of the edge off of the driving experience. If you're going to sell a Tesla, that's what you got to do. The thing is going to go autonomous at some point. Everybody doubts, but whatever. It's already semi-autonomous, which means you really can relax a lot more.
that last 1% is a bitch.
Well,
of
it
being
really
fully
is. Well,
autonomous.
honestly, like, I don't
The
want
edge
it.
cases.
I'm not comfortable with fully autonomous. I would still opt to be partially in control. If it
You were
was
saying
my-
you wouldn't go to sleep in your back seat and then arrive at work if you had an hour and a half commute.
Not yet. Not even. I wouldn't want to be an early adopter of that. I mean, I would definitely love sleeping in my own car. No doubt about that. I've done that before without it driving around. But in the end, when it comes to the convenience of a Tesla, I think that the amount of edge it takes off of driving is what it is. And then the fact that you don't have to pay for gas helps. But all those other benefits, they exist in the
those
shittier
other cars.
versions. Like, I would tell you, and I've got to be careful talking about fucking vehicles too much in a negative way, but I would not buy a Volt. So I would go with, obviously I did buy a Leaf, and it's fantastic for what I use it for. Everything that I could possibly want it to do, it does, and then a little more.
I would say for a Tesla, one of the things you get is like the acceleration versus like those other EV vehicles is like incredible. Number one, like they could freaking beat sports cars on drag races. Their acceleration is so intense.
It's ridiculous, and they have a very good grip on the road. They don't burn a lot of rubber when they do that. And I'll say though, the Leafs have insane acceleration as well compared to a gas-powered car. I mean, I've got a sports car that uses gas as well, and my Leaf can accelerate as quickly as that car can. It's an Eclipse GT Spider with a 6 in it, a 6-cylinder. So it's not a super sports car or anything. But I mean, it's a muscle car. It fucking goes. And the Leaf is really, really fast. If you got it off of Echo mode, whatever that is. 8 minutes.
So I'll give my point of view about the full self-driving, which is that if you bought a Model Y even now or Model 3 or whatever, more than likely, if you kept that car for 5 years, you're still not going to have actual full level 5 autonomy. Like, I mean, if they got to the thing where they have designated tracks and stuff for full self-drive, like a full autonomy to work, but I don't think that's going to happen. They actually just using public roads, full autonomy. I think Tesla's philosophy of only doing it through AI and cameras, whereas the other big players like Waymo,
LiDAR.
using LiDAR, really high resolution cameras and other radar type stuff in it, and then Tesla's like, all we need is AI and cameras, and like, well, how high resolution are that? I don't need to be that high resolution. And they have like this. I've looked at like the schematics of their cameras. Like some of the front ones are going like that. One on the front on the hood is going like this, looking forward. But they actually don't have cameras looking left and right on the hood, so it has a little bit of difficulty seeing around corners. And I saw someone demonstrate that. I don't think it is anywhere close as Elon Musk leads you to believe, but he says that all the time. You could look at. There's some people that have like a spreadsheet of every time Elon Musk said something about how close full autonomy is coming to Tesla and the date and the time, and like it just keeps going.
Well, it does keep getting closer to fucking defend him a little bit. I mean, that man says whatever the fuck he wants. He's rich as shit. He can do whatever he wants to do. So that's I mean, he's got nothing but gains coming out of the shit that comes out of his mouth. That's just how he structures his life. But aside from that fact about him, the reality is they are getting closer every day. Do I think that they are going to need to add additional sensors to make it happen?
Hardware, that's the thing.
Yes, I do. I think they're going to have to go to dealerships and get their hardware upgraded. And if they paid the $5,000 for full autonomy, I think they're going to have to fucking install that for free. That's what I think.
I doubt they're not going to.
We'll see
I
what
so
happens.
doubt that Tesla's going to for free update all your hardware on
It's
anyone
not free.
who
You
has
paid $5,000
Tesla.
for it. You paid into their war chest. You gotta
Well, why
understand.
wouldn't I just pay it then and then say I want the upgrade?
Why wouldn't you? That's your deal. You can do that. Yeah, that's up to you. Like
I doubt
the
it's
thing
gonna
is
happen.
that when you pay for the full autonomous driving package, when you get that
If
5,
they're gonna do that, why wouldn't they announce that ahead of time, Jeremy? That's what I'm trying to say. If they were going to actually commit to upgrading your hardware, they would fucking say
yeah,
that as
you
a
would think
selling
yeah,
point.
they sure
They would
would.
say that as a selling
But they
point for
don't.
buying
They
full
still.
self-drive, but
They
they don't.
still. Their goal is still to do it without any additional hardware. I don't think they can do
But
that
they're
either.
not going to though.
I mean,
I would bet so much money. Like I would even go with
how
many
much?
years do you want? 5, 10 years that the Teslas that are on the road right now can be level 6 and legally level. I mean
We
level
need
5
to make.
and legally level
well,
5.
what kind of odds are you willing to give me on that? That's the question.
1 to 1.
No, I'm not betting 1-to-1 on that. That's stupid. But is it possible? Fuck yeah, it's possible. The things Elon Musk has done that people said that he cannot do, the list is innumerable. It's huge. It's absolutely nuts. I couldn't even get donations on this channel if it wasn't for fucking Elon Musk, because he made PayPal. So it's unbelievable the amount of shit he's done. He made a Dota AI that beats professional human teams on the regular. The man does things that people say can't be done.
Sure.
So I would not bet against him unless the odds were very much in my favor. And 1-to-1 is not in my favor. In this case.
He thinks he's going to beat out all these companies putting, over $150,000 worth of hardware into their vehicles to be autonomous, and he's trying to do it with like $20,000 worth of material.
He's trying to do it in-house, but in the end, he's going to do it one way or the other. He's going to do it. You think he's going to die without fucking his cars running
No,
around?
I'm saying will he do it, and like if I bought a Model Year 2021 Model Y, will it, with its current hardware configuration, be able to do it?
Just from a legal standpoint of whether or not he is legally obligated to do it, I think he's going to have to. If he's got full autonomy achieved, and these people bought these packages, I think he's going to have to outfit these vehicles or refund them
he's
their
already
money.
put in legal paper. No, he's already put in legal paperwork to signify like he might not be able to do it, so that he doesn't get in legal trouble. He's already submitted that kind of paperwork to the SEC.
SEC? Who cares about the SEC? This is about civil suits from the end users who signed these contracts.
Well, then he's going to cite these documents that he filed saying he might not be able to actually do
That's
it.
a company protection, not a I mean, it's only partial. It's only protecting his shareholders from the losses. That he's still got to deliver to the end user. Talking to the SEC doesn't shield you from your liability to an end user. That's not how the
Well,
SEC
I could show you the documents. I don't understand why they would say that if it doesn't help them at all.
I forgot what I needed to do to get around there. Oh yeah, there's one other place to go in here.
Anyway, my recommendation would be get a Tesla without paying the $10,000 for the full self-driving. Because
Again,
you
don't
got
they
like
enable more of the partial
let me finish my
self-driving
statement.
for that,
Let me
though?
finish my statement.
I'm just
You have
wondering.
about a 10% chance, maybe, at the end of the 5 years that you've had the car, that you'll have it. And I think that's being very generous on the percentage, without you having to pay additional money to get it. So what's the point? Because the features you get with that $10,000 is nowhere near worth $10,000. The features are like kind of parlor, like summon and self-park and lane change and supposedly city driving in the next 2 months, but it keeps getting delayed. So I don't think it's worth it.
The features that you get, are restricted if you don't get them too. The partial self-driving. That's what I thought. Fuck yeah. All right. We got a
Anyway, you were interrupting me trying to say something, so go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think that the option for the 10K for the full autonomy, I think you don't get partial autonomy if you don't buy that. So I'm pretty sure
you get autopilot.
You do get autopilot without it.
Yeah.
But how
But
much?
that just means it'll just
The closer it gets, though, don't they upgrade what they can?
The lines on the road, so it'll turn with the lines on the road, and it'll stop when there's a car in front of you. That's what autopilot will do for you, basically.
No bonuses on this bitch. None. It's garbage spells too.
But with the range that you get for getting the long range Model Y is pretty impressive. It would be good for a lot of years. So That and the fact that maybe 5%, 10%, whatever you want to say, in the next 5 years it could be
I'd be an
autonomous.
old.
I think 50-50. You're delusional if you think there's a 50-50 chance in the next 5 years your car is going to be full
No,
self-driving.
no, I'm not. I'm not that stupid. Like, 5 years is too short. It's too short. The government won't even approve of it. That our government takes forever to do anything. You know that. So there's just no fucking way that that's gonna happen. But will the technology be available? Will it be possible? Maybe. Don't know. He finally built his fucking tunnel.
It's
under
possible
the
now,
lost.
but you'll just hit stuff and things will hit you and it'll react poorly to things. But it works.
There's some tunnel under the Las Vegas Strip or whatever that he made.
You're talking about the Boring Company. I know what you're talking about.
I know, the same one that made the flamethrower. That would be a shot that you get to take right now for the empty chest, and I owe you one, so I can't do that. Alright, I gotta go. It's 1 o'clock. I gotta fucking go outside. I'm gonna save this goddamn thing right now and get back to the grind. But I am pretty certain that this is going to deliver the required challenge. I hope so, because I'm spending all this time getting all these fucking items. If it turns out that it's easy, then I'm not gonna fucking do that. But I think...
Yes, I assume the car won't run over homeless people, real Dr. Tran.
Alright, motherfuckers, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.